Man, the redneckism today is... I'm afraid it might have triggered too much of my species alienation to... I mean, I'll still apply at those 3 other First Nations places that I said I would. But I'm pretty sure I can safely leave town without expecting them to make use of my services. But the redneckism, man, like I sat on my first Honda Monkey, but you can tell like it's put together really quickly. It's the first one they have. They don't care. Nobody put a down payment on it. It's amazing. The redneckism. And their dog was kind of greeting me, but mostly in a manipulative way with his stick, growling, kept wanting me to play with his stick that he was moving around hitting bikes with. I had to be the one moving the monkey that was like this close to the other bikes when I said, you know, I want to sit on it. Nobody would get off their ass. But the lack of customer service skills, like it's so like, we don't know you, so we don't want no customers like you around here. It's like I might be the only one interested in buying their monkey. And then of course salesmen are trained to disrespect people about their bikes that are in good shape, that they love, that they would offer a trade-in, that they took good care of. So disrespect is a part of sales. I don't know if you know this, Honda, but I might have to put you on the list soon of companies to avoid, and I used to like you a little bit more. And then what is it called? The Canadian Club, Great Wholesale Club, whatever. Yeah, typical Canadian. Those kind of want to be Costco, but people at Costco are worse because they have more money to buy more useless things that create poverty in their country and the next. But you know, like the way they drive when they pack all their stuff in the car thinking they're a successful human being, it's horrible. I'm on a bridge here and the other side didn't have a sidewalk. And like I really have to put my arm out when I know people see me because of HSD, right? Because I have to do the thinking for them. They're domesticated. They're like on autopilot. And remember people, when you program vehicles with autopilot, you're getting people with HSD to program it. So yeah, don't expect things to get worse, right? To get better, it'll get worse. It's not like anybody's asking me to help participate in the training as a driver psychologist of the people that program the vehicles and what to do when there's accidents. Pretty sure Elon Musk can write it off on his business plan. Toyota, I might approach Toyota, say, hey, I'll help you be in the lead, although, you know, I had a dream last night about Japan. That was freaking weird. It came out of nowhere. Well, except for what I ate before bed. I was so happy that I wanted to eat again after being sick. But I'm surprised, like I couldn't put the link to my past daily memories. And it's like the Emperor of Japan is greeting me on the way out. You know, because he'd heard of me. And I recognize his face. And I do. I have an image of his face in my head from looking him up, the new guy, once when his dad retired. And, you know, when I was there, I helped out a handicapped Japanese guy with something that saved him a lot of money per month, which was useful for his family. And they had put in my dream like a Japanese person. I don't know if Chi is a Japanese name, but that's what my dream came up with. And and she had an impeccable, I think she was Japanese in the dream, impeccable English and French. You could tell like it's almost like the authorities made her be the one to call back to save money for this guy who had like this awesome basement playground for his kids, but also him, that had very little ability to use his legs, but was really strong with his arms. And it was a really cool dream. Made me want to go back to Japan. But for that I have to sell things. And that's, well, in case you didn't figure it out, that's part of why I endure hardships and I try to fix up this motorhome. And I'm not gonna sell my motorcycle cheap because it makes them feel better to disrespect me so I can buy a bike that they won't even put together properly. Just a lot of things were disrespectful in that dealership, but like I'm seeing a parent, you know, on the phone with their truck speeding away from these stores, on the phone with their truck, with their kid in the car, grabbing their groin, probably smoking. I don't know if the smoke was in the hand or not at that time. And that's the mom, okay? So, yeah, that's a lot of redneckism that I have to kind of make moms think to move away when they have a kid in their car. Now, if the kid with them, let's say, was walking this bridge, where I can't afford to move the vehicle if I can walk to go buy a couple of things for my digestion, like kombucha. So now if a car kind of doesn't lane change when they can easily, great visibility to notice there's a kid and a mom, the mom would criticize the kid because her fear or panic would do that. And of course, it's like teaching the kid that don't trust people instead of having a conversation. Why do we raise kids in a protest society where we're not trustworthy? That's the conversation. So I mean, don't be mad at your kid. I mean, you can teach your kid to prevention skills, but actually, like, you know, these could be moms with their kids in the car that almost hit you and your kids. So, you know, like, you have to have these conversations, people. The redneckism here is quite high. And I mean, I'm going to go to a church tomorrow where they already know I'm not religious, and I want to see how I'm treated there, and maybe there'll be tea and cookie. But I pretty much predict that it's going to be enough data that, you know, I'm not going to find the elusive Homo sapien here. And of course, other things I've talked about that happened today as well. But anyways, it was good to take a walk after not feeling well for a while.